Hi, and welcome to Prepping Essentials.
It's a cold morning down at the cabin. Something a little bit different for you today. You might remember a few weeks ago now, maybe even months. Time passes so quickly. I did a review on this T18 Artemis flashlight from Brinyte. Fantastic torch. I was really impressed with the build quality. It's not a torch that's made, it's a torch that's engineered. The quality really is outstanding. And this T18 Artemis had a range of different features that made it great for hunting with its wireless remote and different coloured pills to give you a range of lights. The UV light pill on this is particularly useful, and an all-round fantastic torch. Fits in the hand nicely, mounts to the firearm nicely. Really impressed. So impressed I thought I'd do another one today on something that's a little bit more tactical, a belt carry or indeed underslung on the barrel of a firearm. It arrived yesterday in the post, so I thought today we'd do a review on this PT Pro Oathkeeper from Brinyte. Okay, so I've got my coffee. Let's take a little look and see what we get inside the box. Well, as before, it's extremely well packaged. We've got lots of packing foam. We've got some accessories here. I'll come to these in a short while. So let's get rid of the box. And let's see what we've got. So we've got a PT18 Pro Oathkeeper from Brinyte, 2000 lumens, and on a runtime 1870 minutes. What's that in hours? I'll get the calculator out later and tell you. And again, as before, nice box. So well packaged I can hardly open it. And as before, we've got these nice, they're almost range style cards, this plastic laminated instruction manuals. Just tell you how to set up the torch and the various features of the different buttons. In the box itself, there's the torch itself, battery, little box there for the battery, and a box for accessories. The torch itself, as with the last one, extremely well engineered. These really nice for the grip. We've got that nice Cree style outer ring. You can actually detach that outer ring if you don't want to have that on there. It just simply unscrews and comes away. A couple of different things you might notice on the edges of the flashlight itself. We've got a charging port for the battery, and we've got a little control button on there, And then similarly on the end, we've got a couple of control buttons, the large one and a secondary button. Battery is installed in the ring end here. When it comes, it'll have that little protective sleeve on it, just to protect the battery. On the pictures, you might notice that it has a ring adapter on the end. So if I delve into the pack of accessories for now, I'll go into that a little bit more later, but you've got this little ring style end cap fitting with a little spine on the end of it, and on most of the pictures you see of this is already attached. So if we just pop that onto there, there's a useful little arrow there to tell you where to fit it, so that fits over the top, and then we just screw that down, and that's how you'll see it in most of the pictures, with this little bevel ring already attached. Makes it easy to get it out of the pouch when you've got it mounted in a pouch. Also for tactical use, you've got a nice grip on the torch there. That little ring there conveniently fits where your thumb is, which gives you a little nice protruding edge. I won't tell you what that's for, you can probably imagine. So you'll normally see it come fitted with that straight out the box. So nice torch. A couple of interesting features on this. You'll see it better when it's dark later. You've got your main on-off button at the end, 2000 lumens instantly available, and then this secondary one you can scroll through, dim, a little bit brighter, and off, or you can just use the normal on-off switch. So when you use that for the first time, if I turn it on and then flick it through the various stages, I'm assuming that does show up on there. When you hit that for the last time, it doesn't actually go off. It returns to that very dim mode. And you can scroll through the various ones, or you can knock it off completely. There's a secondary button on the end here. So if you turn it on, you can use this secondary button again to scroll through. So you've got dim, medium, or the full 2000 lumens. So lots of options, whether it's in your hand and you're using the end pieces, or if it's mounted, you could use this secondary button on the end, on the side of the torch, to scroll through. But I can't emphasize enough how well these are made. They are really nice torches, well engineered and very robust. We'll delve back into the box and see what else we've got in the accessories department. Just put that out of the way for now. It comes with a range of different accessories, as with the larger torch that I reviewed a while ago. It comes with a set of O-rings. Very useful to have those. We've got a nice robust pouch with a Velcro fitting. It's got a couple of side pouches there which are elasticated, that you can keep some of your accessories in, or indeed anything else you want to might carry with a torch. Nice clip fitting for the belt, and one really good feature of this, the clip fitting is rotatable through 360 degrees, so you don't just have to have it mounted like that on your belt. It could go on a tactical rig, maybe on the shoulder, as well as on the actual belt. A couple of little things inside. We've got a secondary mounting option for your belt. There's a little clip there which just drops onto the side. There's a little ring there that it clips into, so you could have that if you didn't want to have this bulkier ring style attachment. You could use that to clip it on your belt or your rucksack or anything else that you might want to mount it to. A couple of other things in the pouch. There's a nice little paracord lanyard there, so that can just drop over your neck, and then there's a little clip there on the end to attach it. Again, very, very nice quality with that little slide-in toggle on the lanyard. Everything about this torch, and indeed all the torches from Brinyte, is about quality. You're getting a really quality product. It's not a cheap item at all. Inside this little bag, quite an interesting feature, this is your charging cable. It's actually coated in this, it's almost like paracord. It looks almost like paracord. There's a fabric sleeve over the actual cable itself. As with all the torches, it's a USB connection for your power source, so very useful for me because I do everything on 12 volts almost. So I've got USB chargers here in the cabin. On my portable battery bank, I've got a little small solar panel charger that would plug into, or if you're at home, you can plug it into your normal mains power through a USB mains plug. So very, very nice. But interestingly enough, this is a magnetic mount for the torch. It just clips in, so you haven't got that fiddling around and stabbing action that everyone's familiar with on the mobile phones. Indeed, modern mobile phones are starting to come with this this magnetic charging option. So again, quality, it's all about quality. One word of caution, I guess, with this, because it's not a normal USB style stabbing connector, it's a magnetic connector, you might want to consider getting another one of these. I'd hate for you to be in the position where you'd either lost it or broken it or whatever, because you do need that to charge it up. Everyone will have loads of phone style chargers with the mini micro ports at the end, but because this is a magnetic charger, it might be worth investing in a spare. It's something I would certainly consider. And this can just simply fold away, and you could tuck it into the side pouch of the actual torch holder itself, and then you know where it is at all times. So that's the accessories. A couple of other things with this. The actual torch mount itself, or pouch itself, even if you've got this extended ring accessory on the torch, it will still go inside the pouch. There's a cutout section here on one side for it to go into, so it drops into there. Similarly, there's a little port over the end here for you to have access to your buttons still when it's fastened, and on your belt you've still got the capacity to reach the power buttons, and you've got this cutout in the bottom of the pouch so you can still use your torch. And that's quite a useful feature, whether it's mounted on your belt or whether it's mounted, say, on your chest rig. If you put it over your shoulder, if you've got it on your belt, you don't have to physically take it out of the pouch. What you can do is have it on your belt, and if you want to use it hands-free, so to speak, so you're walking along a trail and you decide it's getting dark, you want to put your torch on, you can pop it on, and then while it's on your belt, you can just simply rotate it and it'll guide you, it'll give you illumination as you're walking along, and you've still got both hands free. Same kind of affair if it was on your chest rig or some other kind of everyday carry rig. So useful feature, that being able to have the torch still in the pouch but being able to twist it along to illuminate it to where you're walking, whether that's straight across or whether that's more likely down towards your feet just in front of you. So useful feature on the torch carrying pouch, very nice. We'll just pop that to one side for a second. So I have got a couple of other adapters here. This is a mount so that you can have the torch attached to a firearm. Now there are a whole selection of different mounts that come from Brinyte, but this one in particular, which is why I've got it, I do like. It's a quick release, so you just simply unscrew the top, the little retaining arm opens up and out, and then you can pop your torch in to the mount itself. But what I really like about this and why I've got this particular mount, I do have a selection of different mounting attachments for my firearms on the standard rails that come with the firearm. But this isn't a standard mount, this is actually a magnetic mount. You've got two really powerful magnets on the base of the mount, and the benefit of having this is that you can attach and detach really quickly, so it's interchangeable between various firearms literally in seconds. So the magnet's attached to the barrel of the firearm, and then if you want to move it from one to another, you simply pull it off. And you can also have it in a variety of positions. You could have it side mounted, over mounted, or underslung, depending on the configuration of each individual firearm that you might have. So really useful as a mount. Quick deploy and quick redeploy between firearms. You're not having to find a screwdriver and start unscrewing things. Really, really nice. And I'll take a couple of different clips with different firearms just to kind of demonstrate that for you. It's a really versatile mount, this mag mount. You could undersling or side sling, whichever you prefer, off the barrel of pretty much anything. I've got it now on this Bora BK99 semi-automatic shotgun, and you can see it just mounts nicely. At the end it's underslung. You've got access there because you'll be holding the grip, so from the grip you can literally reach with your thumb and just push it as you hold the front stock. So that's mounted on the Bora. Then same thing again on this Smith & Wesson 22 semi-auto. Again, just mounted onto the barrel, underslung. I mean, it really is easy. It's a strong magnet, so it's not going to go anywhere. And again, if you're holding the front stock, you've got access straight away to the button to illuminate. Quite interesting with this, there is an attachment to go with this, so that you can remote the torch to an easier position, so you don't actually have to use the button on the flashlight, and I'll show you that a little bit later. I'll mount it onto a 2.2 air rifle because I can't use these in the field, but I can the 2.2 air rifle. I'll just show you on this Smith & Wesson how easy it is. It is a strong pull on the magnet, so it's not like it's loose. You are actually going to have to apply pressure to get it off. But you could side sling it like that, so it's flush with the barrel. And again, from the front stock, as you would be holding the rifle anyway, you've got access there to use the torch, or as I had it earlier, you can undersling it so it falls flush again. And same principle, holding the stock, you've got access there to the torch button. Very versatile mount, and very easy and quickly interchangeable between weapons, or if you had to, you can just take the torch and use it as a torch. You can still get it into tactical mode if you need to. So there we go, that's the magnetic mount. So that's the mount. One final thing, which again is to do with mounting on firearms. This is a rat's tail, quite extendable in length, with that little spring in the middle. You've got a tail cap for the torch itself, so you detach the existing tail cap and replace it with this tail cap into the torch itself. That then gives you a remote operating system for the torch whilst it's mounted on the gun. So if you've got this mounted on a mount on your firearm, this extends back to the foregrip, or pretty much anywhere you want on the firearm for that matter, and you can use this to on off your torch. It comes with a Velcro and self-adhesive fitting, so the rat's tail itself already has a Velcro fitting on it. You can see that there, and then you just mount this Velcro fitting onto the stock foregrip wherever of your firearm, and it just sits in place, and you can attach or detach as and when you want if you want to mount the firearm. And with it being Velcro, it's easy to take off. These little Velcro strips are available easily in lots of different hardware stores, so if you wanted to, you could pre-attach a little Velcro strip onto your various firearms. Find the position that's right for you and just mount that Velcro strip, and then whenever you want to mount the Oathkeeper flashlight to your firearm, the Velcro strip's already there. You simply mount your torch onto the firearm, attach the remote side to your firearm wherever you've placed that Velcro strip, and you've got that remote control facility on there as well. So a few different accessories there. You can mix and match as much as you like. As I say, Brinyte does do quite an extensive range of these mounts for firearms. I just chose that one simply for ease, because it'll go on any firearm because it's magnetic mounted. You don't have to worry about finding exactly the right one for each individual firearm. You just buy the symbol one and it does everything in one. So that's the Brinyte PT18 Pro Oathkeeper. As I said, it is a really handsome and well made flashlight. That 2000 lumens does make all the difference. It's easier to see at night time obviously, but little strobe feature there. Very, very handy in a tactical situation if you have the torch off and you want to just depress slightly the button to ward off any potential intruder, or in an emergency situation even, you could have that on as a signal, a distress signal. So a whole range of cool features with this PT18 Pro. I can't tell you how much I do really like this, and indeed the other torches from Brinyte. Really well made and good quality. Anyway, it's daylight, so you can't really tell in terms of range and degree of illumination in the daytime, so I will make a little clip later. I'll take a clip belt mounted, just walking around, and I'll pop it onto a little 2.2 air rifle. I can't use my class 1 firearms down here, unfortunately, but I can use my air rifle, so I'll get some footage of this in the dark, and you can see how good a beam this throws out. Well, it's just starting to get dark outside. I've just popped the lights out a second so that you can see on the torch. You see that little green light? That's a battery indicator light. It tells you what state the charge is of the battery. Another useful feature. It'll gradually go down to red once it's nearing end of life. So I just thought I'd share that before I go outside. We're working on candlelight. We're not if I put this on though. Now we've got mega light. And we've got mega strobe light. Anyway, it's just about getting to the right time, so I'll pop out and we'll do a little review outside. Well, apologies for the wind noise. We've had some really strong winds today, and they're forecast all the way through tomorrow as well. You'll not see anything at all until I pop the light on. That's mounted on my belt, and you can't actually see it. Well, you can. It's there, look, on my belt. So that's just pointing straight down now. So if I just pop it up on that little rotating clip belt, we're already casting quite a decent light there, and I can just walk along, see exactly where I'm going. If I want, I can throw it even further out, just turn it up again, and that's going well into the distance there. So totally hands-free. So I'm just standing by the cabin, and you can see all the way up to the car there in the distance, and the entrance to the field. Cracking beam on this, 2000 lumens. It's pretty amazing really for such a small flashlight.
Well, that's it for this video. I hope you found that review of the PT18 Pro Oathkeeper flashlight to be useful to you. Can't speak highly enough of the quality of these flashlights from Brinyte. I'll pop a link in the description box below so you can have a quick look at their website and see the different range of flashlights on offer from Brinyte. But for now, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.